Well, welcome back for another session of what is ostensibly our Rise of the Drow campaign, though it's old school in the way that we, whenever there's room, we can do little side missions and drop in odd encounters here and there. Which brings us to this week, which I actually had planned for the last session because it is that time of year, the Halloween season, and I always like to try to drop in some kind of like Halloween themed adventure. And the plan for today is to do a little horror themed one shot. It's supposed to be a one shot. It wouldn't surprise me if it took us two. Just depends on how you guys kind of approach it. But I always enjoy doing that. Normally I don't give you any kind of warning. It just kind of happens at some point, and then you're like, oh, it's Halloween season again, isn't it? But since we had to cancel right before Halloween, I just want to give you something to look forward to by telling you that. So, and hopefully this will be remembered for all the right reasons and not all the wrong ones, like some kind of TPK or something. But hopefully that doesn't happen. So we'll see what happens.
What did you plan?
How bad could it be? How bad could it be?
It's Halloween, so it would have been a dream.
Yep.
That's right.
Wake up in the dark wood.
When we last left, the group was making their way through the Dark Wood to Adric's Folly, I guess by way of Gaelkins State. I'm not sure which way.
Yeah, we're going to pass by the Gaelkins Gate to get to Adric's Folly.
Stop by there on the way, yeah. As you answered Miah of Embla's request for help to travel to his home in Embla, which is one of the nearby dwarven cities, as relations with the Drow have broken down there over the past year, and the Drow seem to be mobilizing from the depths. So they are concerned that the Drow are up to no good. And like good adventurers, you've agreed to go and try to help Miah sort this out. Okay, so since Michael had to sit out, we will have Mithander and Wolf will do some scouting ahead for the group, and that way they can hunt and whatnot, and make sure that the way is clear and safe and all of that. But you do have Miah with you, who I actually forgot to put into the combat tracker last time because he is a full built NPC. He's actually a bard, which you guys will probably appreciate because everybody loves a bard.
Hey.
Nice.
Everybody loves bards.
Yes.
I have never had a bard in my team.
Wow.
Well, now you do. So he is going to help you out with that.
Especially at a higher level. I played one in my first campaign. It was like +4, +6.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty helpful.
Once you start stacking all those buffs together, they get to be pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you were camping through the night and you were accosted by devils. You do know that you basically chose to camp near the site of the Dryad's tree, whom you guys, I believe, you were just ruthlessly killed, a year ago. So it's not surprising to see the devils in the Dark Wood kind of track you down.
Ruthlessly killed for no reason.
Yes.
That's us.
Well, she just wanted a little blood from one of you. I mean, that's not much to ask.
Yeah.
So you survive the midnight ambush by a particularly randy group of devils, and you wake up the next morning to head out. So, which way do you want to go? You've got the road in front of you. You know it leads the main road leads pretty safely through the woods, at least as safe as one can be. You will have to leave it at one point to travel over to the Gaelkin estate.
Yeah, we'll take the road all the way up to here.
Okay. Very good.
Here, Brown Bark's glade. Is Brown Bark around? Or is he out roaming the woods? We'll announce ourselves before we go through Brown Bark's glade, and I'll be looking along the way for little treats to get for him, things that he might not easily be able to acquire on his own. Like his hands might not be as agile as mine. Little flowers, that kind of thing. I won't pick them. I'll uproot them. Just little offerings for him. Little niceties to let him know that I'm thinking about him and I respect his territory.
You're so nice.
Well, he helped us quite a bit.
He did help you. Okay, well that is very good. You actually do not encounter him, but you do feel like you do feel a sense of peace when you pass through his particular glade, as though the oppressive, perverted nature of the darker areas of the wood definitely lightens through his area. You hear more animals and birds, and the trees are greener and the air is warmer, and you feel pretty safe making your way through.
I'll spend a few minutes, like I'll lay out like a little area where I'll cast a create water spell, and I'll replant these little flowers or something I might have had along the way, and I'll draw an image of Munir so he'll know that it was us that passed through, just to say hello, and then we'll continue on.
Okay, very good. So you make your way safely through the glade, and you are at the point where you'll need to follow the old path through the woods over to the Gaelkin estate.
Alrighty. I'll do a survival check just to make sure there's no crazy tracks going on or anything like that.
Gotcha.
Let's see. You don't see anything alarming, we'll keep heading on.
You do not see anything alarming. What you do find, though, is actually while you're out, you find the Gaelkins out hunting.
Ah, hello, my friends.
Ho! Friend Snorri.
It's good to see you again. Good to see you all well.
Lady Ingri. Dark One. Welcome. We're surprised to see you our way again here in the dark wood. My wife and I are but out hunting for more game, and he holds up some various rabbits and whatnot that they've caught during the morning.
Perhaps we can assist you. We were passing by the area and thought we might spend the night. We're on our way back to Adric's Folly, by way of the city we're going to, right? Dwarven City?
Yes, Embla.
Embla. Yeah, by way of Embla. So we thought we would stop by and say hello.
Yes, my home of Embla, Miah pipes up. And he greets the Gaelkins. Greetings to you, Gaelkins. And they say, yes, welcome. Why would you want to return to Adric's Folly? We've, that cursed place. In the months that you've been gone, it's only grown more chaotic.
Has it now? What's been going on there?
It has. Oh, the standard struggle for powers amongst the denizens of the Dark Woods. But come, we have more game to catch. So
All right.
he guides you back out into the woods. You guys can continue with your hunting. So if you want to make some... Okay, you made... No, that was your last survival check. If you want to make a hunting survival check, you can do that.
All right, sounds good. Oop, even worse. It's still not bad, though.
No, I mean, yeah, that's still plenty good. And you guys wind up catching a few stags. You have plenty of game that you've captured. And you travel with the Gaelkins back to their estate. They show you the old paths to make your way back and forth safely to the open road, where Lady Gaelkin dresses the game and prepares it for an evening feast. Please, my friends, stay with us for the evening before you continue on to Adric's Folly. Yes.
We will.
Yes. You know, the absence of power creates a vacuum, and often that vacuum will be filled. He tells you, I had hoped that when you cleared out the invading Drow and their barbaric allies, that perhaps the unquiet spirits that lurk in the old keep would keep others away, but one of the Ettins of the wood has moved in and laid claim to it of his own. I'm not sure what happened. Our friend, I want to call him Cedric, but now his name is blanking on me. The guy you stayed with last time in the woods.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that guy. That's why I have an NPC sheet here. Kual Beartooth, yes.
Oh, yeah, call.
It was Kual who went to investigate to see what he could do about the Ettin, but we've not heard from him in the weeks that he's been gone, and I've begun to fear for his safety. So it is good that you would travel there, but please do keep your wits about you, for it is still an unsafe environment to be.
Unfortunately, we probably know a little bit more about that place than that foolish Etten does. We know the secret way in.
Yes, that you do. That you do.
So the Dark Elves did not trouble you after we left last time? They fled back to their homes?
They did. The servants fled. We've had no further trouble from them.
That is good.
And Miah adds in, I wish I could say the same for us and those of us in Embla, but the Drow have been causing more and more trouble, and he relates the tales that he told all of you last time about the Drow, relations with the Drow breaking down, and their recent attacks on traveling parties, and the roads to the Underworld becoming unsafe because of the Drow, and his fear over the rising tensions and what the Drow may in fact be planning. So you all share an evening feasting on the game that you captured that was expertly prepared by the Gaelkins, and they offer you wine and beds to bed down in for the evening before you head out the next day.
Excellent.
So it's up to you guys if you do anything else, if you want to take this time to do any special preparation or anything of that sort.
No, I'm good.
Okay. But yes, they do assure you that they've been unmolested. They haven't seen anything else of the Drow up here, which they've taken as a good sign. They were just more concerned about the Ettin and Adric's Folly. Though it's foolish, if you ask me, for any living thing to move into that keep, as haunted as it is. It surprised anything living would stay in there for long.
Well, if you had not told us about the Beartooth, perhaps falling victim to it, we may have let it alone. But if it's causing problems, then we'll have to see to it.
Yes, I am concerned for my friend. We have not heard anything from him, and he should have returned.
We will make haste. We'll make haste there on the morrow, and hopefully he's still with us.
Indeed. We shall hope. Okay, so you guys can rest overnight. The next day,
I'll
prep your abilities as you will.
Yep, do my false life again.
That was a good roll.
Yeah, that white staff being cast to level 10 is nice.
Oh my god.
If it wasn't a personal spell, I'd buff everybody.
Okay, so you guys can set out the next day then, unless you have other plans.
No, I don't think so. We'll bid the Gaelkins a fond farewell and thank them for their hospitality once again. And hopefully the Beartooth will be making his way back here before not too long.
Indeed, friends, it is good to see you. Know that you are always welcome here at the Gaelkin estate.
And you always at my home.
Thank you, and they wave at you from the front gate as you guys head off back down the path.
All right, we'll make our way to Adric's Folly.
Okay, so it takes you the better part of the day to get to about there before the sun is starting to go down. So unless you want to press on through the evening, you'll probably have to camp sometime soon.
Yeah, we'll find a good spot for camp and make camp.
Okay.
When my false life wears off after 10 hours, I'll do another one. Just re-up it.
Okay.
Always with the white staff. It's 1 charge per day.
Is that a baby?
Uh-oh. This sounds like an encounter with a crying baby.
Is that a baby?
Confound it, what is that noise? Miah says.
Sounds like there's an infant lost in the woods. That classic trope.
Don't fall for it.
It's a laughable, and we all know it.
That's a trick.
Show yourself, LeCroix. Your tricks.
You hear the sound of what sounds like crying coming from the woods. What do you do?
I'll make a perception check and then probably go towards it after pointing it out to my friends. Did you hear that?
You say trick.
I know it's a trick, but we must see.
Well, technically, we could ignore it.
I can't sleep with this going on.
I guess we shall. I guess we must investigate.
It's because you said that if it is a baby, Lucien, you'll have to change it.
We're gonna leave that for Mr. Ande when he comes back.
Dwarves don't change babies, Miah says.
Babies change dwarves.
You're all gonna be cowards about it, and at least I'll have to do it.
Okay, so who is going to investigate?
I am. I've got a 21 for perception check.
Okay, you hear what sounds like it's coming from off in the woods there.
Okay, off in the woods there. In that direction, I'm also going to check for any strange tracks.
Okay.
Oh, 1. Still a 22, though.
Okay. You don't notice any unusual tracks through here. The road
Okay.
seems particularly untraveled in recent times.
All right. I will buff myself with mage armor before heading forward, and let's
It's just
see
a
what this is
baby.
about.
It's just a baby.
Just a trick.
Just a baby. What are you buffing yourself for?
I have all these charges. I have all these charges on this wand. They're not going to cast themselves.
Okay, so it's inside the next text there. As you move over, you can make another perception check as you follow the sound.
Alrighty.
Nice.
Oh, very good. Okay, so you see what appears to be a well in the woods, which is where the sound is coming from.
The child in a well.
Well. The pony's back. I love it.
Okay, so we've got the whole group on the page, but we don't have... Thander is not with us. Little Wolf is not here. But Miah is. So let's put Miah on the board. There you go.
I think he kept our old minis from way back.
Is that what those are?
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
You might need to update them. Okay. Well,
That's
it's fresh
cool.
day, so you can just put in
Yeah.
numbers.
Yep.
Yeah, it sounds like the crying's coming from the well. Who puts a baby
Well.
in a well? This is... Oh.
I'll bite.
Perhaps those old tales are true after all.
Make a wish.
So as you get close to the well...
Oh, it's getting near nighttime too, isn't it? I'll cast dark vision on myself as well.
Yeah, it was dusk. It was...
Okay.
The sun was going down. So you get near the well, and something moves out of the corner of your eye. You notice something sitting on a tree branch nearby.
What do I see? Aha. This looks like a spirit of the woods.
And how you doing?
Is that your baby?
And you notice that actually she is making the crying noise, and when you see her, she stops crying and she starts laughing, and she flies away.
Oh, well, I guess we could be on that way.
I'll look down the well.
Okay.
What are we looking at here?
You look down the well, and it is dark. Around you, you notice there are bricks and rubble. Evidence for what seems to be foundations for an old village. And Miah says, I remember the tales now. For as long as anyone can remember, evil spirits and devils have haunted the dark woods. At dusk, eerie howls can be heard sounding through the hollows. Strange lights can be seen on some nights, moving through the leaves. And only one person's ever returned from the woods once night has fallen, if he was lucky. That's what the mortals say, anyway. They say long ago a bargain was struck with the dark forces in the woods, that as long as a child was offered to the well in the woods each year, Valkenberg would remain. And so far that deal has stood. Valkenberg was the first attempt of the orphan to civilize this area. Though you can tell by the remains here, it did not go according to plan. At the center of the ruins where the town once stood is an old tree sacred to the villagers. Oh, actually, he's telling you this. Here, the tree. And he points to it, and you notice that there's a series of nails driven into the tree. A nail for each of the families in Valkenberg has been driven into its thick trunk, where they are to remain for 1 year. Then on Hallows Day, the village seer removes each nail one by one, calling forth the family. Inscribed on its side and collecting the oil-like sap that now bleeds from the old tree. Then she would weigh the buckets against the others, working to find which contained the most sap. For whichever nail had drawn the most blood from the tree, that family will be hallowed above all others. But do not be fooled, they say it is not a blessing to become hallowed in Valkenberg, for the hallowed family has to choose one of their children to be offered as a sacrifice to the dark beings of the forest. The child, from then on known as the Hallow, was given 1 year to remain in Valkenberg, then to maintain that dark pact made so long ago. The Hallow must be given to the spirits of the Dark Wood. At sunset of Hallows Eve, the child is to be placed at the bottom of the well, this well, in the woods. And he looks down into the well. All of it is now overgrown. Bushes and trees grow among the rocks. The only structure that remains intact is the centralized old well. Looking into it, you can easily see the bottom, and you can tell that it dried up many years ago. Nothing about it seems very special, except that it would probably be very difficult to climb out of. The sun is beginning to set, and just about as it's about to disappear behind the trees and the horizon, it stops. The air grows still about you. And you look back and you realize you don't see the road anywhere. You hear a rustling in the trees.
When I saw that creature, did I have any idea of what it would have been? Can I make a check?
Sure.
Nature? Planes? Religion? Arcana? Nature. All right.
Did I see it too?
Oh, hot.
Sure, whoever wanted. I mean, it was like a little. It wasn't exactly hiding. It was just on the other side of the woods.
Pathetic.
I dated one for a while.
It was just a generic fairy of some sort.
Okay.
Night never comes. A cold breeze invades the air. All around you, you hear what sounds like a whistling. At the bottom of the well, you see an old wooden door suddenly materialize in the stone. Its wood appears ancient and dense, covered in a thin sheet of dusty cobwebs and a filigree of tarnished gold. Its handle is carved ivory, etched in pure silver, with tiny scenes of devilry and celebration.
A doorway to another world. Shall we investigate?
Where are trees?
Oh, it's gone. I guess we must, huh?
What?
That old trick.
Where are trees moving?
Yeah, that's why I saw that too. Ah!
The trees are moving, and it appears as though the path on which you came is now blocked by trees.
Ooh.
Ah.
What is that? What is that?
Ingri's gonna jump down the hole.
How deep? We can just put a rope down, maybe.
Well, I'm gonna roll What's not that? Anybody else see that?
Yeah. I'll be tying a rope off to the tree.
Okay.
Okay.
How deep is the well?
Looks like it's about 60, 70 feet down.
Oh, okay. Well, it's
Is that for this thing? Is that knowledge planes, nature? I don't think that's nature. Arcade.
Knowledge nature.
Oh no. I don't know what that is.
what? I'll look as well.
You hear the whistling getting louder, seeming to close in on you. The trees before you break from the ground and run. Some sprint to the left and others sprint to the right, creating a long clearing. At the end, you see a large creature standing on 3 legs. It appears to be a mix of dangerous jungle animals and plants fused into one deadly predator. And the whistling sound is coming from it. Miah says, "What's that confounded sound? That whistling?" "Ah, no. It's the Tunchi."
The what?
"The Tunchi. If it besets upon us, we are lost."
So must we go down
he points across the clearing towards it.
Into the well.
No. It's like Swamp Thing and Man Thing put together.
Yeah.
With crystal, watery things.
It's a shambling tree mound.
Can I roll to know what it is?
Mm-hmm. Knowledge nature.
Nice. See why I love the city.
Okay. 26, not going to do it. The 32 does. Miah, speaking to himself as well as the group, says, the Tunchi are considered guardians of the domain. They search for any who might despoil their woods. Often travelers will leave offerings in exchange for being allowed to pass safely through its territory. But the Tunchis enjoy toying with their victims. So you know that the Tunchi is essentially a sort of woodland guardian of sorts.
Alrighty.
But what exactly they're trying to guard or not, you may not be certain. But with that roll, you do know it is particularly dangerous. What questions do you have about it? You can get 2 questions.
What's its DR?
Cold iron and slashing.
All right. And resistances?
No other special defenses, just damage resistance.
Okay. So I've got this rope, and I'm pretty much it's all tied off. You guys want to head down the well?
Yes.
I guess we have no choice.
We have no choice.
But what about the donkey?
He said that was an old adventure. Same with the light. We no longer need the light.
I thought you brought Bill with you.
No, we didn't bring it with.
Oh, okay.
No, this was from one of our old. We had other encounters on this map.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, on the map I grabbed it from there. Yeah. So the Tunchi is starting to
come at us.
Your way. Yes.
All right, I'll start climbing down.
Climb checks, I guess. Just take 10 for 15 down the well.
Okay.
What order we go in?
Yep. Are we doing the fast slide down the well?
Because I know Randy already was at the well. Oh, not Randy. I mean, Ingrid was already there.
Yeah, Snorri tied off a rope to.
Yep.
Quickly.
I wanted to investigate that door anyway.
To make your way down. Okay, well, the DC is pretty low with using a rope, so
Yeah.
I believe it's just 5, so you guys can make it down without much trouble.
Okay. This creature isn't able to fit down the well, you wouldn't think, just by the looks of it?
No, but you also notice that once you guys start going down the well, that he just stops and he just kind of watches that it stops
Oh,
and
okay.
watches you.
Okay.
That old trick. That old chestnut.
Get into the well. All right. Where we going? Where we going?
I've seen this story before. It doesn't end well.
No
Told you not
puns
to follow
intended.
that. I told you not to go to that baby.
All right. Get down. I'll do a detect magic on the door.
Okay.
And a little perception around. Is it like a big open area, or is it just like a small kind of area down there at the bottom of the wall?
Well, it's not a big open area. Yeah, it's small. Like essentially, once the door appeared, it kind of looks like, like the ending of a hallway with this door in it. It's just that you're standing, around the door. So it's maybe, not quite 10 feet wide at the bottom.
Okay. So check out the earthen floor.
Definitely getting magic, the aura of magic just coming from all around.
Okay. And then I'll once it's safe to land, like I don't want things to come up from the earth or anything like that. Once I'm convinced it's okay, then I'll start concentrating on the detect magic spell.
Okay.
See what I can learn. $25 on my spellcraft.
Okay, so you're getting the sense of magical auras everywhere. You feel like you're not on the prime material plane anymore.
Gateway.
And with that roll, yeah, so you recognize this as being part of the first world.
The home of the Fae. Be very wary. Lucien, you should be right at home here.
Yeah, it just looks like an old wooden door, though it seems very ancient and dense, covered in dusty cobwebs. It has a nice filigree of tarnished gold. It is not locked.
Okay. Do I know anything specific about the first world? Like any planar properties, certain spells won't work, certain spells work really well, that kind of thing. I got a 27 for knowledge planes.
You do know. Okay. So what you know is that spell casting is unreliable in the first world.
Okay.
So anytime you cast spells, you're not exactly certain what might happen. Magic tends to become random in the first world.
Okay.
You also know that well, no, never mind. Okay, so essentially what is going to happen is if you cast a spell, you're going to need to roll a d100 every time to see what happens.
Okay.
But the door is not locked. It's just old, and it looks like it hasn't been opened in a long, long time.
But what I did was I rolled a perception check to make sure. 30 with trap finding. Just make sure it's not trapped for 32.
Yeah, you don't think it's trapped.
Shall we go to the door?
Absolutely. Perhaps I'll go first. I don't quite recall, but I believe I spent some time in the first world.
The door is heavy, and its hinges crack and moan as you pull it open. Cobwebs snap as you pull the door free from its stone seal. Air rushes inside the open doorway, and it seems to pull the very light from around you in with it. Before you rests a long and dark cellar-like passageway. Through the mess of tiny roots that fill the old hall, a faint light passes by at the opposite end. As you peer down the corridor, the light disappears. Just before it fades, you see the roots in the ruined passage thicken and twist. They flatten against the walls, ceiling, and floor, piercing the old brick and mortar. The hallway then stretches and twists as the roots appear to wrench it into its new spiral-like form. A loud locking sound echoes throughout the revealed passageway, and then everything goes still.
Snorri will start walking down the path.
Okay, so
We'll walk with him.
as you watched, the hallway actually kind of contracted somewhat, so it shrunk to like a 5-foot opening, so you actually have to squeeze into it.
Okay. I'll squeeze into it.
Okay.
Fucking gnome-sized. I hate gnomes.
The ambient light from the setting sun is providing dim illumination into the passageway there. But you can see that it is relatively dark beyond, although you notice a strange floating light just appear and disappear down at the further end of the hall. Okay, Miah follows you guys in, kind of muttering to himself. Yeah, dwarves don't go down the wells.
You spent more than enough time underground. Surely this does not unnerve you.
Well, no, I kind of like the passageway.
You should be in the lead. Checking for unusual stonework, I believe, is what you normally do.
And once you all make your way into the passageway, the door slams shut behind you. And it severs any rope that you may have had that was still tethered to the exterior. Your light flickers and seems to dim with each step you take, as if the darkness around you is trying to choke it out. The few colors of the roots and the rocks fade the further you go, turning your surroundings into a sea of defined grays. However, unlike the walls, the colors of your clothes and equipment get brighter. You glance at your skin, which gleams as well. Something strange is affecting the area. Okay, I'm going to move you guys over onto the map.
Sounds good.
It's probably a good thing Michael wasn't here, because he might have tried to fight that. Okay. He likes to
Got a shot off.
Let's shoot it.
Okay, put you guys on the new map here. So you're on the left-hand side. It's a very narrow map for the tunnel here.
Alrighty.
And the whole map should be open, though you can only see as per whatever your particular vision or spells that you have active.
Yep. We've got Dark Vision 60. I think pretty much all of us do.
Okay. Okay, you guys can just arrange yourselves there in order. You can see the hallway is pretty narrow. Ahead of you, you hear what sounds like a waterfall. And it's getting louder. Okay, so the door is behind you, and the way forward is ahead.
All right. Did you want me to go? I will lead the way.
Shall we proceed?
Yes.
Okay, Lucien, make a perception check.
Perception.
Waterfall's getting closer and closer.
I'm just waiting for everybody else to move. 19. 19.
That's Miah. You guys should be able to move him if you need to, because otherwise I'm moving him, and sometimes I'm looking at something else.
Okay. I'll move him along with this.
Make sure he's
And I have, let's see.
See if you guys can move him. You should be able to.
Yep.
Okay, good. Okay, Lucien, I'm gonna send you a message.
Okay. Let's see. Also and I can, assuming it's not narrow enough, I can see past
Yes.
the comrades.
Mm-hmm.
Do you all see that ahead?
The sound you hear is not a waterfall. It's the scurrying claws of a multitude of tiny creatures coming your way.
Do you all see that?
No, not quite. I see only darkness. What do your non-elf eyes see?
Can I roll knowledge on it?
Sure.
Since I can see 90 feet. Is it planes? Is it dungeoneering?
Double check here.
$80p, I'm gonna be right back.
Knowledge religion.
I don't know what it is, but it's up ahead. Maybe.
It's moving towards us?
Yes.
Describe it.
Around 80 feet, like a swarm of some sort. 80 feet ahead. It's
Okay,
moving in closer. Now it's within 60.
Okay, I'll make a check. Knowledge religion.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. But
24.
Weird. In this.
So it is a swarm of shadow rats. Squirming and squeaky mass of rats with rotting flesh, torn and matted fur, and reddish blazing eyes are scurrying through the tunnel towards you. Their semi-translucent skin shows the discolored bones and muscle beneath.
Alright. Ingri, look out! And he starts casting a lightning bolt.
100. Trying to see if I had any, like... I guess... Roll that beautiful beam footage.
Roll for initiative. It'd be nice if this was a high one.
My typical habit of not clicking on my character thing.
Ding ding.
28.
Ding
28.
ding. Ding ding. Shame.
I know, right? I rolled a 28, though.
I don't like whatever the fuck that is.
Shadow
Shadow
Some more
rats.
shadow rats.
Oh, ew.
Hey, Jamie, I
Yeah.
wanted to ask you the pomatal of, let's see what we're calling it here, combat coordination. I can change initiative 1 time per day. I can change myself with anybody, or is it just I can change other people, not myself?
Ah, damn it, I can't. Sorry, I'm trying to add his turn. He's just off the map there. Yeah.
And to do so, is it an action? That's all I wanted to know. Once you get set up, you can let me know.
You can change with
I'm
me.
sorry. What was the question?
I have the magic item, the pomatal of combat coordination. I don't have the book that you have, or I don't have the actual item, but I know I can change the initiative order of 2 people. I didn't know if I could change myself with somebody else.
Oh, that was a Taywall thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, and B, I didn't know if it cost me an action to do it.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's look it up.
All right, excellent.
Let me get Maya's character sheet disappeared on me for some reason.
I have a while you roll looking that up. So in terms of if you cast a spell, you roll a d100. Does that work the same rolling if you read a scroll?
Maybe.
Okay,
Yeah,
probably
it's
a
magic.
completion
Yeah.
item.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, hold on a second. I gotta grab the Taywall book. It's just over
Yeah.
here, but my tether won't let me reach it.
It's like me being a
Okay.
magic. I don't have a lot of
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that. Anytime there's stuff that I'm giving you guys details on, just don't hesitate to post a reminder in Discord and just say, hey, do you mind posting the stats for this or that? That way it'll remind me, because I'll forget sometimes.
That's cool. I had a rough idea what I did. I just couldn't remember the exact details.
It was the what of combat coordination?
ITL, I believe. It could be
Aha,
wrong.
yeah, the pomatal of combat coordination. Okay, so brightly colored feathers adorn the top of this lightweight wooden pole that's strapped to your back while you carry the pomatal. In this manner, you can use an immediate action when you roll initiative. So there's your answer. To cause its feathers to instantly shift places, each companion within 60 feet who can see you and has not yet taken a turn in combat may swap their place in the initiative order with another affected companion for the remainder of the combat.
Okay.
Switch with me. Oh, you
switch-
can switch with Randy.
Yeah, if you could. Switch with Randy doesn't help me.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, if I switch with you, I can go up front and try and lay down the lightning bolt.
Okay, so is that what you want to do? Switch with Lucien?
Yeah, if that's okay with Lucien. With Lucien's player Phil.
You can cast a spell.
He wants to see what's going to happen first.
I was checking to see if I had any alchemist fire, but obviously,
Oh.
no.
Is this where I die? Since I'm in front? And your hand is
No.
going to be behind me?
It's an immediate action, so it doesn't. It's like a attack of opportunity kind of thing.
Oh no, I mean when you cast a spell.
No, I'll move out in front.
Phil, did you get that PM I sent you?
Yes.
Okay, just want to double check.
Just so you all know, we are in the shadow plane.
Ah.
I can feel the presence that we were there.
The fair realm with a darkness to it.
Ah, darn it. The darn map is so narrow, I can't add turns. All right. Yeah.
This is my attempt to try and circumvent this encounter. So swap spots with Lucien, step out in front of Ingri, and then lay down a lightning bolt right down the hallway.
Okay.
So I need to roll a D100 for the spell itself, right?
I'm glad you got that reroll.
Yeah, we might use it right here. 36.
Okay. All right, so. Yep, you cast a spell. Doesn't have any other odd effect.
Nice.
Okay. All right, so that's 120-foot line. It is a DC 17 reflex save, and I'll roll the damage. $24 points of electricity damage.
All right.
Straight down the hall, right down the chute.
$24 plus half versus swarms for area of effect, right?
Oh, okay, nice. So it'd be 36 then. It's empowered versus swarms, is it?
Area of effect does plus half versus swarms.
Oh, I didn't know that. I always thought that swarms were evasion-like.
No, they're just immune to normal weapons.
Ah, okay.
Okay, you blast them. It blows a good chunk of the rats all to bits.
And I'll also make a knowledge check to... I think Shadow Rats drain strength. What is it? Arcana or is
Knowledge,
it the
religion.
Plains? Religion.
Oh yeah, well you already rolled on them.
I already rolled it. What did I shoot?
Yeah. Yeah, they do. They do strength damage and potential disease.
Ooh.
Is there any savings throw against that? Against the strength damage, or is it just automatic, like a shadows? I think it's just automatic, like a shadows, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah, no save.
Yeah. Okay. Brace yourself, friends.
But your blast whittled them down quite a bit there.
And that would be end turn. So Lucien would be going on a 16.04.
Okay.
Let's see what. Maybe this
is
will be
what-
fun.
This is where I die.
Oh, you usually do fate.
Yeah, strength damage. Boom, 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 boom.
Wow, they whittled him down.
Yeah.
Okay, so they come rushing towards you guys, but you notice that they just they keep running and running, although they are they're swarming all over you, so you are getting bitten and whatnot. So yeah, unfortunately everybody's gonna get hit here. Alright, so you guys take 8 points of damage and 2 points of strength drain. Strength damage,
Okay.
excuse me. Everybody needs to make a fortitude save versus disease.
And distraction.
Yes, and then fortitude against distraction.
So 2 fort saves or just
Yep,
one
2.
council vote? Okay.
Woohoo! From one. Okay.
Oh.
I have a hero point, right?
Yep.
I'd
Yeah,
like
one
to
left.
reroll.
You can reroll.
Thank you,
I'd like
Michael.
to do that. Hey, that's with a +8,
Very
+4,
good.
right?
Okay. All right. So that saves for everybody. Do your second roll. All right. Save. So yeah, looks like everybody's saved.
But and the rats are literally just running past us. We just get bit because we're in their way, basically.
Yes, they seem to be just continuing down the hallway.
They're running from something. Oh, great. It's going to be interesting to see what we call these things that run. Shall we run forward past them?
Their beady eyes are glowing red, and their elongated fangs are drenched with blood. They claw and bite at you and at each other as they try to pass you. Lucien, what do you do?
Since we're basically engulfed, I'm just going to double move. To here. Is it half speed through a swarm, or can I move regular speed?
Well, you're having to squeeze, so you're at half speed now as it is.
Okay, so
Because the tunnel is small, it's too narrow.
okay, got it. I got to there for the double move in turn.
Dwarves don't like rats. He comes shuffling forward. Ah, get them off me! Ingri.
I am going to move up here. Actually, can I pick somebody up?
Sure. It's a move action. Pick somebody up there.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Snorri's right beside you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just shoulder him and.
And nobody
throw him
carries a
over.
dwarf.
You could throw the dwarf. That would work.
Make him the ground like a potato.
That's racist.
Or did you get Miah?
No, I grab you.
Okay.
Nobody carries a dwarf.
I'm not grabbing this nobody.
NPCs have rights too.
ally.
NPC rights are human. Wait a minute, are dwarf rights?
NPCs are people too.
Dwarf lives matter.
Snorri, round 2.
I'm gonna hold my action. Delay.
Behind.
We'll have to see. I have to see if these guys keep moving down the hallway or they're gonna come back over us.
That door,
You don't delay
right?
behind them then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, they keep running down the hallway, and they get to the end, and they just swarm through the rocks and cracks and whatnot around the doorway that you came through, and they just wiggle their way into it.
Okay. Let's see. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't see anything up here. So I'll move 5, 10, 15, 20. That's my round of action there.
Okay. Lucien, what do you do?
Let's move forward. We're squeezing anyway, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'll double. 2. Yeah. In turn.
You see anything up ahead, Lucien?
Nothing.
90 feet. 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's 75 feet to the end.
Nothing so far.
Ingri?
I will continue moving ahead as well. I want to stick close to them in case anything happens.
Okay, that will effectively end initiative because the rats just kind of swarm on past you
Okay.
and nothing else pops out at you.
How are we set for lesser restoration kind of items? Does anybody have any? I'm gonna check my sheet. I have 4 scrolls of lesser restoration.
I have no scroll. I'll check and see.
So you see a faint light at the end of the tunnel.
Okay. I will use 1 scroll to. Everybody else is okay with a little strength damage.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Okay, I'll get Ingri's back up to snuff. So I'll roll a d4 here. Okay, so get Ingri back up to full strength. Is Miah a strength-based character? He's a bard, right?
He's a bard, yeah.
Okay.
He does fight with warhammers though, so that strength damage does hurt him and drops his effectiveness a little bit.
Okay, so he's cool too.
All right.
That'll burn 2 scrolls of lesser restoration.
Many thanks, friend Snorri.
Wow, thank you, friend Miah. Alright. Let's see what caused these shadow rats to flee, shall we?
All right, I'll let you guys continue on down the hallway. I'm going to move the group over to the next map.
Alrighty.
Eyeball it first, make sure I don't have anything sticking out. It's not supposed to be there. Okay. Put your PCs on there. Okay, very good. So the hallway finally opens into a large, cluttered chamber. So move you guys over, and you can orient yourselves. I'm gonna make a quick bathroom run.
Okay, I'll do the same.
Oh yeah, actually it's almost 9:30. Why don't we all take a bathroom run? Then I've been drinking like crazy because I was playing earlier. So.
Alright.
Yeah. All right. 5 minutes.
Grab something to drink.
All right.
Okay, looks like about everybody is back. Are there any other magic items I need to give you guys stats for? I know there's probably a few floating around. I need to make a list to remember to do that sometime.
No, I've got my other two unique ones down, the Wild Charm and the White Staff.
Okay.
You guys might have some stuff.
I think all I have is the eagle thing and the cleaver.
Okay. Okay, everybody's back. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, very good. All right, the freaking cat is scratching at the door. He has been a little ass lately. He loves to come in and try to steal my dice. Look, dude, you got to sit over here, okay? You're not playing.
To mischief.
He's a bastard. Here, sit over here. Sit over there. There you go. I'm going to give him his own little special spot. Okay. The hallway finally opens into a large, cluttered chamber. Roots and shrubs grow everywhere within it. Large branches reach out from the walls to the ceiling high above, and tiny motes of light float around them, revealing an unlit, tangled chandelier hanging haphazardly from an anchor point far above. Across the room, the far wall has collapsed around a 15-foot-tall hourglass, standing bruised amidst the rubble. A damaged wooden door on the left side of the room clings to its hinges next to a rotting antique vanity with a cracked mirror. A dirty window with a commanding wooden sign above it rests within the right wall, flanked by overweight curtains. And in the center of the room, a deteriorating rug lies dormant, slowly shriveling away in the dark. The darkness seems thicker here. It scratches from the shadows at the lights in the room. You can feel its weight choking you, but the light keeps it back, at least for now. Let's get a will save from everybody, because for some reason you're just feeling like creeped out by the entire proceedings.
Oh, great.
For some reason.
Okay, Snorri, you're fine.
I must say the background noises are kind of creepy.
All right, so Lucien, you're feeling the effects.
I'm a surgeon.
Okay. You're getting creeped out. Okay, well, that's enough. You're good.
Okay.
You're able to drive back your childhood fears. Will save, if you will, for Ingri.
Yes. Oh.
Okay, so Ingri, you're getting creeped out. So, using the expanded fear rules in horror adventures, you are spooked. The nature of your surroundings or the events that you've witnessed makes you uneasy. You're going to take a -2 penalty on saving throws against fear effects and perception checks, as your mind conjures potential horrors in every shadow. However, you are ready to face danger, and you gain a +1 circumstance bonus to initiative checks.
Not a bad trade-off.
Yeah, you know, until the spooky blood fairy casts fear.
Yeah, there's that.
Okay, so does anybody need to hear the room description again?
Let's see here. The doors, the carpet.
You said it vines all over from ceiling to top to bottom, basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dilapidated carpet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Doors exiting the room.
Mm-hmm.
There was a mirror down here, I believe. Was it a mirror?
Yes, I think
It was a
it's
vanity or something.
On the other side.
Okay.
But yeah.
I moved to here and I
A window. That's what it was.
see.
Luke, you better not step on that power surge cable. Damn it. That would be the funniest thing ever.
Perception.
It just killed the whole game.
Low row. 17 for traps. Anything right ahead of us?
Anything that looks trappy to you?
Yeah.
Not particularly. The ceiling's about 20 feet high. You notice that there are like these motes of light floating around. You should be able to see all those on the map.
Right.
If you get to a point where those turn into squares, just reload your roll 20, okay? Sometimes it will freeze up your map.
Okay.
Okay.
Ceiling's about 20 feet up. You can tell that there like vines and these roots and trees and things growing through from top to bottom. Yeah, there's the window on the right hand side has a wooden sign above it. It's on the left side is where there's another door, and there's what appears to be a rotting antique vanity with a cracked mirror on it. That's not technically represented on the map, but it could be over here.
Oh, okay.
Where I'm pinging.
Let's step out. Let's see what's up ahead.
This big circular thing down here is the big hourglass, and the sand is dripping down through it.
When I get to here, I roll perception for traffics again, close to that carpet.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic, so I'll roll a percentile dice to see what happens.
Ooh, that'd be fun. Okay.
Oh, nice. 34.
Ooh, well done.
For trap finding. Any trap ahead. Any trickiness ahead?
Okay, so when you go to cast Detect Magic, instead you summon a small nondescript fairy appears and in front of you, and it looks kind of mad, and it like pulls at your hair and then it flies away.
All right.
Gotta roll low.
Okay, so for your trap check, that's pretty good.
That's the best I can do.
That is the best you can do.
If you don't see this one,
Mm-hmm.
you never were going to see it.
Okay, so you think there might be something strange about that rug. It looks really old and dusty, but you're not certain what's going on with it. You don't notice a mechanical trap about it, but just raising the hackles about your neck. You can make a knowledge nature check to examine it closer if you like.
People who know nature, check out that rug.
But don't get too close, you say?
Yes. Your natural, woodsy, foresty folk.
Let's see what I can see.
I miss the city.
Three. So 7 to 20 altogether.
20 altogether. Okay, so you think in looking at it that the yellow dust that's coming off of it makes you think it's kind of infested with yellow mold.
Yellow mold.
Yeah.
What do I know about yellow mold? There's one kind of energy destroys it, and it causes cold damage, right?
Yeah. Sorry, the fucking cat is ambushing me.
Okay. You must pay attention to me now.
Fuck her, man. Yes. Snorri is very familiar with yellow mold. So you know that if disturbed, a 5-foot square of mold bursts forth with a cloud of poisonous spores. Everyone within 10 feet of the mold must make a fortitude save or take con damage. Another fortitude save is required once a round for the next 5 rounds to avoid taking more. Fire destroys yellow mold, and sunlight renders it dormant.
Oh. I'm going to try the detect magic again. Okay. See if there's anything worth disturbing on the carpet. 49.
Okay, very good. So 49 is you are detecting magic only from yourself. So you're presently the target of your spell.
Gotcha. Okay. Well,
So is the mold only on the carpet itself?
From what
I
you
believe-
can tell, yeah.
yeah, I believe so. So if you don't disturb the carpet, it's
Let's try.
fire will destroy it, but it will also probably destroy the carpet.
Let's take a chance. I rolled Detect Magic 2 with a 76.
Okay. Okay, so when you go to cast Detect Magic, a white mouse appears in your hand and it's looking up at you curiously. Sweet, 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 sweet.
So I basically walk over here, so it won't go on the mold, and release it. Never come back. Shall we go around the carpet then?
Yeah, let's go around the carpet.
I'm gonna do another perception before we get up here.
Okay, yeah, the big circular thing is
The hourglass?
the hourglass. It's a big, huge hourglass. Yeah, you're looking at here on top down. But it has sands in it that are falling down from the top.
So I roll perception again for any traps. Sorry, that's horrible. 17.
With your last check, I mean, you think the room is pretty good. I mean, the rug is what you started.
Okay, that covered the room. Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know if it just. Okay. Huh.
How much is in the bottom and how much is in the top of the hourglass? Like how much of the material has already gone through?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And while you looking at that, is there any kind of mechanical device around that can maybe rotate it or move it or flip it?
No, you don't notice any way to flip it other than like physically
Okay.
physically flipping this large thing over manually.
Does it look like it's on a pivot, like through the middle of it? A fulcrum, perhaps? We can
No,
just kind of.
no, it doesn't.
No, okay.
And it's actually partially buried in the rubble now. So to like literally, you would have to like, one would have to like free it
Flip
from the
upside
rubble
down.
and then flip it over.
Does it look like it'd be difficult to flip over?
So, Snorri, make just a straight intelligence check while you're looking at the sand. Yeah, it looks big and huge. Like big and huge. It's just big.
Yes.
It's just a big unwieldy object. Emerging from the rubble of the collapsed wall is a giant hourglass, towering within the room. The churning sands are currently draining from the top chamber into the bottom. You can't see any way that it could have been flipped recently. But if the hourglass has been here for even a day, the top chamber should be empty. That's a horrible roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you think it'll run out. It won't be too long before it runs out. I mean, it's not going to run out in the next few minutes, but, maybe in a matter of hours.
Our time is limited,
Okay.
if that's what this is. Shall we try the window and the doors? Or I could, want me to blast this yellow mold? It's just a first level spell. Burning Hand should do it.
Could I use an alchemist fire instead?
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, let's all clear back.
Yeah.
Let's get away from the mold. Yeah. Good. I have alchemist fire.
I have a single alchemist fire. So I'm going to throw it.
We'll get it, Ingri. Ingri the Mad Bomber.
Have some fire.
Okay, so you throw the alchemist fire on, and it goes alight. Sends up an
Roll
acrid
Charlie
cloud,
around.
an acrid
That's a
cloud,
fire.
acrid cloud of smoke as it burns up the yellow mold off the rug, but it doesn't seem to create any further hazards from it.
Does it look like most of the yellow mold's gone?
Yes, yeah. That
Okay. Let's check out the.
No secret trapdoors under it.
Yeah.
How do you check?
Pick it up.
How do you check beneath it?
Lift up the corner.
Okay, it's just flat floor beneath it, just like the rest of the room.
So I'm assuming door or that window here. And here.
Can we see out the window? Or is it boarded up?
Well, there's a sign above it.
The sign above it? What's the sign say?
It's really dusty. That's what Miah was just looking at. He writes a hand across it. It says, "Fortune equals 1 silver." It is cracked, so you can kind of peek into it before you open it if you like.
Is there a little receptacle that we could put a coin into?
No, there's no receptacle.
I take a piece of silver and I toss it at the door. Pink.
Okay.
Anything happen?
It bounces off the door and rolls back across the floor.
Well, then I go and pick up my silver.
Where does it say that above this little window here?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take a silver piece out and I'll try and fish it through the window so it goes to the other side and drop it down.
So as you're sticking the silver through, you can see just through where it's cracked, and a ghastly light sneaks into the chamber behind the glass, one of the floating lights. It highlights an ancient skeleton slumped uncomfortably behind a small counter.
Ah. All right. I'll slide the silver through.
Okay.
Bing. If it falls down.
All right. Miah says, "Let's open the damn." There we go. Dun-dun-dun. Ooh.
Get your fortune told.
Gotta expand this map. See it there. What is that?
Suddenly, its hand jerks. You hear a hiss, and then the whole skeleton begins to move, twitching erratically as it looks right at you. In a whispering voice, it says, "Welcome. Your struggle to survive here is encouraged. Though should you fail, your soul will be trapped here with me forever." You can see he has an array of playing cards spread out on the counter in front of him. He waves a bony hand across the countertop, inviting you.
Oh, okay. So I'll put the silver piece down on the table. And
Okay.
How does this work? Do you just draw one card? Or do I draw several and lay them out and you read them?
Wave your hand over the cards.
Okay, Snorri does so.
We'll choose the outcome for you.
Okay, Snorri waves his hand over the card. Cards,
And he gathers the cards up and he takes one and he lays it out face down for you.
Can we use sense motive?
Beware. Beware. For you have entered into the world of the Fae. The land that existed first. Before man. Before elf. Before dwarf. He says with a hint of disgust looking at Miah. Miah says, oh, preposterous.
That's poor customer service, dude.
Miah says, I'd never believed the stories of Valkenberg. Foolish humans try to build castles everywhere they go. This world was not always meant to be tamed by hand.
The first word is very real, my friend. It's a capricious place.
So he gathers the cards up and he lays one out flat, and then the skeleton falls onto the counter, lifeless once more. The shadowy light behind it fades. An ornate white card lies face down on the counter under the skeleton's hand, just on the other side of the glass.
Oh, okay, so I can't reach it.
Can you see it?
I can't. Is there a way that I could do a mage hand to... Or is the glass completely blocking everything? Like, is there a hole in the glass?
Yeah, I mean, you can reach through. You can reach through the glass and get it. There's like a little area there where you can actually reach through.
Yeah, if I can reach through, I'll try and flip the card.
I think he just wants another coin.
Oh, okay. I'll give him another coin.
Well, he actually collapsed. He's
yeah, that's what I figured. We could just see what this card was. He did a shitty job telling me what my fortune was.
He's the worst person telling than me.
At least I can get a drink out of you, Lucien.
Yeah, well, you didn't ask him any questions.
Well, was it my fortune?
Yeah. What is the card? Just, yeah. That's all I wanted to see was what card I drew. He collapsed before I could get a word in.
Just like, wave your hand in front of the card and.
All right, that's the one, yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna flip the card over?
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
I'll flip the whole damn table.
Calm back yourself.
This is bullshit.
You're almost like
okay.
acting like Ingri.
Look in your Discord.
Oh, okay. Ah, that's cool.
So I walk up with my coin and say, let's see if he comes back if we just give him a little bit, another coin. So I put the coin on the table. To see if
Hang on a minute. It's just about to flip it.
Oh, okay.
Look in your Discord.
Yeah, I got it. That's cool.
Okay, we're either going to regret this or it's going to be really cool. Okay.
The deck of many things. What is that?
Balance.
Ah. Is that a bell?
So you flip the card over and it is revealed as balance. Your alignment changes. What's your alignment?
Neutral good.
You're now neutral evil.
That's a bit of a difference.
Yeah, a little bit of personality shift.
And with that, the card and the rest of the deck that were in his hands fly up into the air and shoot down the hallway through the other door.
Ah.
It's talking about over here.
Mm-hmm.
Glass up there, you can't even go in, huh?
Oh, you can go in if you want. I mean, you just need to move the window out of the way.
Oh, okay. Shall we try the other door?
Yes.
So there's another door over here. There's a right next to the door is the broken vanity with the mirror on it.
Yeah, Snorri walks over to the mirror and has a good hard look inside.
Yes, you feel
looking
different.
at himself.
Mirror.
He'll pull back his hood, which is unusual for him.
Along the wall rests a large antique vanity, overstuffed with several small drawers. Barely standing on top of it is a tall, cracked mirror, outlined with 10 small sconces. When you look in the mirror, you do not see your reflection. Instead, you see a broken image of yourself, ugly, incredibly old, and decrepit. On the floor, propping up one of the vanity legs, is a white playing card. What do you do?
I'll reach down and take the playing card.
You pick it up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go back to your Discord.
Snorri just fucking die now?
Random cards. I love it.
You tell me when to stop.
All right. Stop.
There you are. You ready?
I'll look at the card.
The Knight.
The Knight. With the KN.
Yes. Okay. I guess we'll
What's your alignment? Neutral evil. You're now lawful good.
gain the service of a 4th level fighter.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Oh, cool.
Poof. Okay. Phil, you've never seen a deck of many things before.
Oh, is that what this is?
Is it? Seems
I thought it was like a tarot deck from. You guys always have the hero decks.
All right.
I probably wouldn't be flipping cards so willy nilly if I'd have known that. That's awesome.
I've only had that one time, and it was a very strange 5e Pathfinder hybrid game. It was awful.
5e.
Yeah, Pathfinder hybrid game.
Find you a
Go for it.
fighter. Here we go.
You could take some shots for us.
Yes. So, Knight over here, you serve me now. What is your name? What do you call yourself?
It's like
I am
someone
what you
from
call
a
me,
smoldering
Lord
abyss.
Snorri. I am at your service.
Indeed, you are.
Can you detect magic on him?
The rule prohibits. I will try. I think I've got it this time. I don't know, though.
Okay, yeah. He detects his magic, yes. You just created about a thin air. But there's also faint aura of magic everywhere in here.
Yeah, I can imagine. What does he have in the way of equipment? Does he come equipped, or is he?
Yes.
Do I have to make him up, or?
No, we're just going to grab a fighter from the NPC guide.
Cool.
Sick.
Make it nice and simple here.
What are you gonna call him, fighter? Snorri's pack mule.
Well, of course, there wouldn't be a fourth level guy right there. Okay, so oh, that guy sucks. Actually, the fourth level guy sucks in the NPC codex. Let me find you a better.
Take a shot at this too. Oh.
There, hold on just a second. I'll grab you. Find you a guy that's human here. No, turn that off. You guys can commiserate for just a moment while I pull this up.
You pull that up. I'll roll perception on the door. So, or any traps.
Yeah, and I'll check it out for any specific magic that it might have.
That's a
Well,
20.
I'll get the spell rolling.
21 for traps on it.
Okay, no other traps, but as you look at the door though, I feel like you hear something.
I need a. Do we need to roll perception again? Or okay.
There we go. Okay, there we go. I need to find some stats for him. Stop that, you bastard! Ow! He's horrible because when I reprimand him, he attacks me. Okay, there you go. I put your fighter in the Discord so you can just grab that page. He's the human right in the middle of it.
Alrighty. Where are we here?
Don't be fooled. That child laughing is no child. It is a gnome.
Yeah, you do. You hear like something sounds like a laughing.
Oh, great. Ah, more fun ahead, it seems. So let's open this door.
The old wooden door is losing its paint and barely hanging on its hinges. An identical door stands next to it, lodged in the rubble from the fallen parts of the room. As you approach the doorway, you hear giggling from the other side.
That sounds like fun. So I go to open the door.
Okay, you push the door open and a small child steps through it in front of you.
That right here?
Yes.
Okay. The child doesn't say anything.
It's laughing. A giggling, pale-skinned child wearing wispy gown of dark silk runs into the room, phasing through the old door. Long, ghostly tendrils of white trail behind her, a separate one on each wrist and ankle. Bored through her chest is a gruesome hole that has stained her gown black. She runs into the room. She didn't notice you at first, but now she does, and she's laughing hysterically.
Knowledge, nature, or planes?
Well, first, first nothing. You don't have anything actually affected. Okay. Miah says, "Oh, that child makes me feel uneasy." It's knowledge religion.
Ah, all right.
I like that.
No, it's never good. The Pallor of Death.
It appears to be an attic whisperer.
Ah,
Resembles an emaciated child with cobwebs and dust for clothing, and a strange skull for a head.
an undead creature, correct?
Yes. So they have an aura of sobs, except in this case it's actually laughing. All of the voices that an addict. Well, read you the right part. So any living creature that enters the area of sobbing loses the benefit of bardic performances. They're not actually active at present. It's nothing you have to worry about. They can also steal breath from anything that they bite, forcing a save, or the bitten creature becomes fatigued. And they can steal voices with their touch. Any creature hit by an attic whisperer's touch must make a will save or lose its ability to speak for 1 hour.
Oh.
That can make spellcasting rather difficult.
And it notices you looking at it, so it runs and hides behind the pillar over here.
Okay.
Well, he's not attacking us, so shall we go through the door?
Yes, just go through the door. I'm Thor. I actually gave him a name on here already. Thorjorn Banar, or Dinar.
We should send the fighter through first.
Not your fight at descent.
I was making a suggestion. I said we should.
I'll set him so you can move him around.
Actually, I'll just
I
open the
can't move
door
him.
again.
I'll set some stuff up on him. So I'll follow in.
Okay. Through the frail door is a wide wood-planked floor covered in dust that leads to an enormous pit filled with wooden balls. With that, I'll move you to the next screen. Get you guys all on here. Okay, you guys can orient yourselves to the new screen there.
It's down.
Haha.
A large sign that once hung upon the ceiling with pride now lies on the floor covered in dust and shame. The ceiling's extremely low, straining as it struggles to hold up the massive earth above it. Half of the room is already given up and collapsed, and the part that remains, a mess of brittle vines, still hangs from the ceiling, making it difficult to see across the room. Floating lights navigate through the subterranean jungle, creating menacing shadows that shift across the chamber. The lights move quickly across the signpost, barely visible against the curtain of the vines, and it says, "Ball Pit. Have fun at your own risk." So you actually can't see across because of the vines there. That's why part of the map is blacked out. The other half of the room.
Management is not responsible for any items lost in the ball pit. Come, Thor, follow me.
Yes, Master Snorri.
I'm gonna move up with them as well.
The ceiling in here is only 5 feet high, so you actually have to duck down as you guys come through. But it's not difficult terrain or anything like it was before.
How deep into the pit did the ball start?
It's about 5 feet down. The image is
down.
not a great replication, so they're a little bit higher up than that.
Okay.
But then it's like a big pile of balls there, and then there are vines coming all the way down from the ceiling. You still see the tangled trees and roots all around.
Does it look like you could climb to the other side using the vines? Like kind of like a monkey bars kind of gymnasium, ropey, tricky gladiator kind of thing?
It looks like it.
And we can't see at all what's beyond the pit?
Not from here, no, because of the vines.
Okay.
We climb.
Could climb. I could float over and have a look.
Or we can burn the vines. That may be a bad idea.
Yes, perhaps if they're holding the ceiling up, that might be a bad idea. Let's see here. Yes, give me a moment. See if I can enact this spell. I'll try and cast Levitate. 58.
Okay.
There's a squirrel in your pants.
Okay, you start floating, and roll a d4.
Okay.
One it affects your fighter, 2 it affects Lucien.
4.
Okay, so Lucien starts floating as well.
Nice.
Lucien, come. Let's see what's on the other side. So
Doesn't
you
look like I have any choice.
you don't have to come. Cling to the ceiling if you wish. And I'll start using the vines to propel myself floaty above the balls.
I gotta start climbing.
Okay, so when you grab the vines, they just break in your hand. They're so brittle. And you see what looks like a large arm made of vines in the room reach out from the hanging vines towards you. The arm seems to belong to a dark figure made of vines that has taken the form of a slender man's shadow. A deep and hollow voice hisses at you. Prepare to dance, mortals.
No, I am not a dancer.
And with that, the vines part and what appears to be several bundles of twigs and branches come billowing out towards you. And you feel the urge to roll initiative.
Defecate? No, roll initiative.
Feel the urge to climb. I don't know how I'm gonna get up there with you guys.
We're just floating above the ball pit, so we haven't really gone anywhere.
There we go. These things are hard for me to see. Okay. Okay, Ingri, so you are up first. So these tiny, vaguely humanoid creatures that seem to be made completely of bundles of sticks and thorny vines come leaping out of the branches towards you, and they're all like pointing sharp, pointy sticks towards you.
Is that what this tree is?
No, that's just a tree that they jumped out of. They are. Let me give you. Because they're actually tiny on the map, but they look like this up close.
I don't see any of them.
Yeah, I don't see any
on
of
the map either. You see the picture, but
do you see the colored stars?
Okay, right there.
okay. All right. Yes. All right.
2, maybe?
I see 3 stars. I see 4 stars. 1, 2 green ones.
I see it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I see
2 greens. Yeah.
1 white, 1 pink, purple.
So there should be 6 of them in total out there. Okay, hold on. 6.
2, 3,
I might have lost sight of one.
4.
Where did he go?
Shrinking. Oh, I see the white one now. It's a white one. Okay, that's a white one in that square. Hard to see.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, they're really tiny.
That's
Okay, so Ingri, you are up first.
Alright. Is that tree blocking my path?
Well, I mean, it's not blocking you, but if you go through it, that it'd be considered difficult terrain. If you go through it square.
Okay, cool. I have Dragon's Fist, so I don't really care much about that. I'm gonna charge that yellow one, the yellow star one.
Okay.
blue dice.
There we go. Okay, yeah, so if you have a hard time seeing them, just look for the colored stars. That will help you spot them.
Oh, nice!
Mm.
Rolled a nat 1. Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, you just missed. We're not going to do crit fumbles in this encounter.
That is the end of my turn.
Okay, Lucien.
So-
Past you.
What would be knowledge nature?
Yes, knowledge nature.
Alright, since I don't know what they are, I pull out my bow and shoot it with a flame +1 flame arrow. What I'm gonna shoot. Let's see, attack.
Oh, you don't have knowledge nature. Okay.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot green here. Actually, this one's closer. We'll shoot orange.
Wow.
Okay, and your fighters got 2 +2 to initiative. I rolled up 9 for him. I'll let you roll if you want to.
Okay, you can go on. He can go on my turn.
Okay, that's fine.
That's cool. That makes it easy.
Sure. Okay, I'm sorry, Phil. Which one were you shooting at?
First off, a computer update. I had to update my computer, so I gotta switch back. Orange, I guess, right here. Does
Okay.
22 hit?
Yes, 22 hits.
Okay, so weapon. Second. I think it's just what, D6 flame or flame arrow.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I got it now. Let's see. Just making sure it's not D4. Yeah, D6. So I just roll a D6 with it.
Okay.
Yeah, computer updated, so now it's not easy. I can't switch back and forth. Go to Hero 11 quickly. Alright, D6. So 1 point of, I guess, blunt piercing and 5 points of flame.
Well, you get sneak attack too because
Yeah, I'm gonna say with sneak attack 16, that helps.
you beat them in initiative.
So 17 of piercing and 5 of flame on orange.
Okay. Yeah, so he starts squealing in pain as he goes alight.
In turn?
Damn it to fucking hell. Like I'm putting the numbers in, they're not doing anything. What's going on? Thank you.
these woodsy things, thorny things.
Okay, so that's enough to send that one to its fiery doom. So, so you hit it with an arrow as it pokes its head out of the vines, and it just bursts into flames and falls into the pit, squealing.
Oh no! That's so sad. Not.
Okay, Ingri. So this one tries to go bouncing past you. What's her CMD?
Should be pretty fucking big. 26.
Yeah, pretty good. Okay, so it's good. It doesn't successfully get around you, so it's going to provoke as it moves past you.
Yeah.
"19 hits.
Nice. Since this is my first hit of the round, it does a +8 damage.
Nice. Okay. Alright, so he lines up behind you with his pointy stick. He's like jabbing it at you. And Green comes skittering along the rock slide there and drops into position on the other side of you there, Ingri. At which point, the White Star stabs at you from behind.
Where did the green start from?
Over here.
And I get an attack of opportunity on it because of my Mythic Plus trait. Which increases
Okay.
my attack range.
Go ahead. It looks like they both missed you with their stabbing. Okay, 22. You hit it. 16
Are
points.
these magical beasts?
No, they're not magical beasts. They're fey.
No, okay.
You smack it and it makes the sharp sound of cracking wood. Alright, this guy was 5 foot over. And he like looks up at you and he lowers his spear and he starts shaking violently. And then splinters and thorns just erupt from him and blast past you in a cone going right through you there, Ingri. So you need to make a reflex save as you get accosted by hundreds of tiny nettles and needles and thorns.
I hate fighting Cactuar.
18. Okay, so you're going to take half damage from 16. So you take 8 points of piercing damage. Oops. Accidentally put that on the tracker. Okay, so I'm short 1 twig. How far has you reached? 10 foot. That one probably provokes from you as well.
Yep.
And he comes bounding across the pit. They don't seem to be having trouble moving on it.
Oh, whoops, that was the wrong one. It's a -2 on that because I used the wrong one, so... No, just a -1, so it would be an 18 instead of a 17.
-1?
Yeah, because I used my Brawler's Fury, which is a -1 because it's like a...
Okay, but you said -1, so
Okay.
it goes from 17 to 18. That's the opposite of minus. That's just what confused me. I take your word for it one way or the other. So is it 18 or 17 or 16?
It's an 18.
Okay, so plus one. I don't know where you is. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, that hits. Over 10 points. Okay. You smack it as it comes bounding over to the shelf there. And it turns and it sends out a burst of thorns and nettles across. Looks like it's just going to hit Snorri and Lucien. So you guys make a reflex save as you get pierced by needles.
I'm a fail.
Okay, if you failed, you did fail, so you're going to take 17, and Lucien, you're going to take 8.
Evasion!
So you take none.
You're gonna take none.
Lucien spins in the air as he's floating.
Spins in the air, evades them all, and I get them all right in my teeth.
He hit the Matrix that shit.
Well, run right next to Snorri that jumped down off this tree branch next to him, doing the same thing. He blasts you guys with a burst of nettles. Let's make another reflex save. 15 points this time. Okay, you both saved that time, so 7 points. And Snorri, your turn.
Okay. 51 7. Is it knowledge nature to identify these?
Yes.
Okay. Guessing some sort of twig blight, but I don't remember them being this powerful. .23 knowledge nature.
23, so they are indeed twig jacks.
Twig jacks, okay.
Tiny, vaguely humanoid creatures seem to be made completely of bundles and sticks and wound with thorny vines. So you know they have dark vision, low light vision. They are vulnerable to fire, which is why that arrow was particularly effective against that one. They do have sneak attack if they land, so you don't want them to flank you. They have been using their splinter spray, where they can eject a barrage of splinters and brambles from its body, creating a 15-foot conical burst. That's what that was. Deep in old-growth forests, twigjacks spend their time tormenting intruders and wreaking havoc on settlers. Maladjusted protectors of the wood, these malicious fae constantly threaten any attempts to civilize the wild. Twigjacks delight in breaking wagon wheels from expansionist caravans, snapping hunters' bows, and sabotaging isolated cabins and villages. Although they possess a keen intellect, few creatures, even other fae, can tolerate these twig-born creatures for long. Treants especially find twigjacks bothersome and resent any suggestion that they are related. Equally, twigjacks, I can't say that for some reason, twigjacks resent being considered plants and are proud of their fae heritage. Twigjacks sometimes go out of their way to impress dryads, an effort that is rebuffed almost every time. Gnarled sticks bundled by vines and brambles form a twigjack's entire body. Atop its head, a mossy growth, not unlike hair sprouts. The creature's eyes appear as vacant, dark knot holes, and its mouth is just a canyon of splintered and broken sticks bisecting its face. Leaves and sprigs of new growth randomly sprout from the creature's body. And they also have bramble jumps, so they can travel short distances between brambles, shrubs, or thickets, as if dimension.
Okay. I'm going to cast Burning Hands at these two gentlemen to the left of Ingri, the black and the white.
Okay.
It's a 15-foot cone, so those are the only two I can get, and it just falls short of Ingri. So this is my casting the spell. Percentage dice. Yeah, that's good. I'd probably spin it around a little bit, but that's fine like that. That's perfect.
Okay, you can rotate it if you want to.
No, that's cool, just like that. And it's going to be DC 15 reflex save and
Okay, I think that's only going to hit that one. Oh no, okay, sorry.
that's going to get both of them.
Even
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time seeing them because they're so small. But I'm a stickler for like detail. I can't make them like really big when they're tiny. It's supposed to be tiny creatures. So.
No, it's perfect. Actually, the little light on top makes it easier to see them.
Okay, so you said 15.
15 reflex save
Okay,
for half
save
damage.
and save. They both save.
Okay, so it'd be 4 points of damage plus their weakness.
Doubled. Okay, so 8.
8. I think Ingri's hit both of these guys.
Yep. Yep. So it sends one to a fiery doom. Collapses in ashes.
Okay, and what's this guy's name? Toryorn. 5, 10, 15. It's actually just to there, and he'll strike at it with his spear.
Okay.
Let's see here. Oh. Or 9. He misses.
He misses.
That's the end of our round.
Okay. Alright, puts us back to the top. Ingri,
Yes.
you're up.
I take cleave. Wait, no, I don't. Never mind. I forgot you killed the one next to me.
Randy, can you adjust your mic just a little bit? You're getting a little quiet for some reason.
That's because I decided to lay back into my chair.
No.
Apologize for that.
Thanks.
So I'm going to 5-foot step here and then full attack the green one, and then move to the yellow one if I can.
Okay.
Oh, whoops. Shit.
Okay, that misses.
Alright, that's the second one misses as well.
15 misses. And the one misses. Yep. Whiff, whiff, whiff. 16 misses. 12 will miss.
Nice.
Dice are taunting you at this point.
They are.
We control the dice here.
That is the end of my turn.
Miah,
Ceremonious.
where the hell was Miah last round? It's not,
Oh, she was last to go.
what the fuck happened? Like, somehow got him above Ingri though.
Would I know how often they can do this spray of thorns?
Yeah, they can do it 3 times a day.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and let Miah go, but then he'll get another action this round. So he will inspire courage, because that's what bards do.
Would that help the 16 hit?
So well, I'm not gonna do it that way.
Okay.
It'll start from now forward. That would have helped. I apologize for that. I'm just following the tracker. I don't know how it got mixed up. How he got out of place in the tracker. So yeah. So he puts his hands on the ground and he starts rubbing the stone and he starts singing an old dwarven spiritual hymn.
Ah, a magical voice you have. But you're flat, you're a little flat.
I sing the song of the stones.
The Rolling Stones.
Upper world,
Brown sugar.
I don't know what his bonus is here. It's on his darn sheet.
What level is he?
It's level 7. I think that's +2.
2. See, if I had that old app, I just pull up bars real quick.
I know I can't find mine. I don't know what I do with my phone. I'm having a trouble keeping track of things because new cat loves to push shit on the floor. Anything I put down, he's just like, I'm just gonna move this. He just pushes it right on the floor. Okay. Okay. Inspire courage +2. Yes. All right. So +2. Now, Lucien, what do you do?
I'm going to flaming arrow shoot Blackie right here.
Okay.
Nice.
Good shot.
31, and I do a d6 because of the flame. Flame!
Now, you wouldn't automatically get your sneak attack again unless you...
Oh, he just... What's that? No, he just automatically rolls.
Okay.
Yeah, just... I didn't put it for sneak. You know, it just does it.
Okay, yeah, sorry. You said 31. I was thinking that you were saying that. Okay.
No, 31 was for the Inspired
For the hit.
Courage.
Okay.
And then,
okay,
so 4 piercing and 6.
Okay,
nice.
which is double
Flame.
versus these guys, so you know that's 12.
Right.
Okay. Ah, no! He's like pulling at the flaming arrow, plucks it out of his chest. Ah! Bad mortals.
Pee again. I'll bring it back.
Okay. Is that intern from Lucien?
And then Lucien moves.
Are you guys levitating, or what was the spell you guys were using?
Yeah, I was levitating, but I stepped back onto the floor there.
Okay.
Push myself over fully over here. In turn.
Okay. All right. All right, they're gonna try to flank old Ingri of the long legs here. Ah, stabby, stabby. I don't think a 17 is gonna hit her though. Alright, so this guy will jump over this way because they're not having any luck hitting Ingri. And they're going to splinter you and your fighter there, Snorri.
Gotcha.
Make another reflex save.
Reflex.
Total of 13 points, half or 6.
All right, 13 it is. And let's see what his is. Reflex +3. All right, 13 for both of us.
Okay. Stabby, stabby. Alright, so jumps over and tries to stab at you, Snorri, but misses.
Does he incur an AOO?
I'm back.
Because he's tiny?
What do you mean? Would he? I mean, he just 5-footed into it. I mean, he's not in your square. He's in the.
Oh, okay. I thought tiny creatures had to get into the same square.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, thank you for reminding me of that. Okay. Yeah, he actually would have to be in your square. In which case, they do a current attack opportunity. Sure, make a stab.
Let's see if we can do something.
Do I, or did I get hit?
No, I got sprayed with thorns again.
You did not get hit, but you can make an attack of opportunity on green over there because he tried to stab at you.
So that'll actually be an 18 with the inspiration.
Okay, that hits.
For 9 points of damage. It doesn't up your damage too, does it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it'll be
Smart
11
bird.
points of damage then.
Okay, alright, you stab him through, and the bundle breaks apart. Alright, Ingri, and you smash green. Alright.
Had to say, work a spear, Thor.
Alright, so they're just going to splinter Ingri again because they can't seem to hit. Twig jack shit. Okay. Reflex save, Ingri.
Reflex save, Ingri.
Oh, very good. Okay, 16 half for 8 points piercing. Snorri, you're up.
Alright, Snorri starts casting Scorching Ray. 27 on the randomizer dice.
Okay.
I updated my token to reflect my level.
Okay, thank you. 27. Okay, so the the distance on your spell is doubled.
Oh, okay, cool. So I have 2 Scorching Rays now.
Okay.
So I'll make 2 attacks. I'm going to go 1 on yellow and 1 on pink.
All right.
They're both within 30 feet of each other, so I should be able to get them. And this is range touch 1 and range touch 2, each at +2. So 17 and a 19 touch.
They both hit.
Okay. So let's see here. This is going to be... So the damage on yellow is 36 fire, and the damage
Just
on
incinerate
pink,
him.
32 fire.
Incinerate.
Fire! And Snorri's got a look on his face that you probably haven't seen before. It's just, it looks like anger, and it looks like he's got disdain for these creatures, where he might have held a bit of wonder for them before.
This will be so interesting.
Did you say black or pink? Which one was it? She's at?
Pink.
Okay. Yeah, you fried both though. Okay. Leaving nothing but ashes behind.
And Thor will step up, and let's see here.
So Mr. Helpful be so forth, not Mr. Helpful from now on.
Yeah, maybe not. 15? 15 to hit, I think, is a miss. For Thor.
Yep.
Against
misses.
the black. Okay. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Damn you, human fighter! I was going to charge at it.
He's a clumsy oaf, this one.
He'll move over to there. And he'll give your guy a cure moderate since you're already all cut up. Look at you. Useless magical fighters. So he heals him back for 16 points. I'll get him back up to max. Oh, sorry, I had Miah go. Oh, yeah, it was your turn. Okay. Round 3. Ingri, back to you.
Still things alive?
Yeah, he's got a few hit points left, I think.
Yeah, just the black one. I mean, he's the only.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been hit a few times, too.
Won't take much to incinerate him if you hit him.
I'm gonna 5-foot step here. Dwarven long axes ass.
Yep, that'll do it. You just smash him to bits. Bits of twigs and vines go falling into the ball pit.
All right, I think we're at a good spot for me to deal out the daily free healing for everybody. So let's see here. Oh, I probably have to roll on each one too, don't I? Look at that. All right, cure light.
Well,
cure
hex
my
isn't the
wounds.
same as casting the spell, though.
Oh, hexes aren't? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just automatically? Cool.
Yeah.
So let's see, it's +5. Okay, so I'll do myself first, now that I'm a little more selfish than before. For 11. And then we get Lucien
A little bit more.
for 15. And Ingri for 13.
I shouldn't have said that those were decks of many things. Now we won't have any more fun with it.
I thought they disappeared.
They did. They disappeared.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just... see if I can set this to reveal everything for you guys.
Opens up. I'm gonna read. It's a lot of squares, big squares. I'm gonna redo my page here.
Okay. Yeah, they'll screw up sometimes. It's just is the way it is.
That's just the way it is.
I'll take a few of them off there.
Nothing never change.
Now that the twig jacks are gone, can we maneuver through these vines here into the other side?
We could burn them.
Yeah, they're pretty brittle, so they just kind of break apart as you make your way through.
I'm levitating,
Okay.
pushing my way along the ceiling. Is the ceiling really brittle too? Is it threatening to fall in or break or anything like that?
Well, you can tell it's weighing down heavily, but it's not like on the verge of collapse or anything. Not that you can tell.
It's not made of earth, so if I touch it, it starts falling in or anything?
No.
Okay. We get over to the other side, and then I'll shout for Thor to follow along, dog. And he'll have to go through the pit.
Right, since he's clear of it.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So anytime someone touches the vine, they break automatically.
Yeah, they're really brittle.
Okay. Well, I'm still got floaty. I'm gonna take a flame arrow and shoot. See if we can clear it out.
Okay.
Alright, so I shoot the here. Hold on. I had to.
Into the pit, master! And he jumps into the ball pit and starts wading towards you.
I'll watch him with kind of an imperious eye,
I'll jump in as well.
somewhat impatient.
It's just new. This is Mirror Universe Snorri now.
No, it's so funny.
Okay, so you guys are wading across it. It's obviously difficult terrain and very hard to cross.
I ignore difficult terrain.
Okay. And
Let's shoot now since they're in it.
yeah, Maya's like, I'll let the humans go first. They need to be useful for something, right? And he elbows you, Lucien.
since I'm still floating. How long does what you call it last?
5 minutes.
Okay. So I kick off and just start floating across.
Okay.
I will hand my cleaver to the fighters so you can cleave through all the vines and such.
Got a little short sword he could use.
Okay.
Like a machete kind of deal.
My cleaver is specifically used to remove.
Okay, so Ingri, as you're making your way across, you start sinking in, and you're gonna need to make a swim check.
Okay.
To get through, because the fighter says, "Master Snorri, my feet are sinking in." He needs to make a swim
maneuver.
check.
Okay. I'll do a swim check for him.
Beautiful. Can I search that?
Shit, fuck.
Or do I have to search that?
Sorry, hold on. My screen is gone completely haywire. I dropped a book on the corner there. Yeah, you will need to surge that because you are sinking, and he is not sinking, but he's not making any progress either. He's like, "Master Snorri, I cannot move."
What do you want me to do? Come over there and hold your hand? Let's go!
Okay, so you can move 5 feet, Ingri. So it's effectively quicksand, the way that the ball pit is acting.
I'm going to enrage and start pulling the fighter with me if I can.
Okay.
And he'll struggle and start trying to make his way over. How far can you move in quicksand?
You can only move 5 feet each time, so you have to make a swim check each time.
What's the DC on the swim check?
It's 15 to move.
15? Okay.
And it's 10 to keep from sinking.
Okay.
See, so what's Ingri's swim? What's her swim bonus?
It's +5.
Oh, okay. All right, so if you take 10, then you can keep moving across. Then.
And he's a 7.
I'll take 10 then.
Okay.
That's got to be exhausting.
And Miah starts scrambling across the rock. I'll just stick to the rocks, something that we know about.
I didn't realize that was an option.
Well, you didn't ask me. And the DM's not telling.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
You're floaty anyway.
Yes. Well done, Thor. Well done. Oh,
You're
the
it.
whisper. Oh. Did it touch me?
Yeah, it runs up and touches you. Well, it tries to. We have to make a
Good luck. You have to beat a 16.
attack. It missed you, but then it runs off.
Oh, okay.
It sinks back through the door.
So I know that if it does touch me, it can steal my voice, right?
Yes, you do know that.
Okay. So as it's running, can I get a spell off?
Sure.
I'm going to cast Snowball.
Okay.
I'm going to try to cast Snowball. So I'll do the
random first.
23.
Okay. 23, yes. So your range is halved.
Okay, so my range on that is
It should still hit. It's got a huge range.
Yeah.
Snowball, yeah.
be like 40 feet. So 25 feet, I think,
Okay.
or 20 feet.
Okay,
I
roll your
am
2 hits.
fatigued for a minute because I just stopped raging. So if anything happens within a minute...
19 versus touch.
Okay, that hits. So you hit the child as it's running away from you, and it just freezes solid and just shatters into a million ice cubes.
There's 16 points of cold damage.
Yeah, it's you obliterated it.
You're it.
Master Snorri, it is destroyed. You are so powerful.
I don't need a toady, Thor.
This one,
Someone to help me when I get attacked. Come along.
this one is not worthy of your wisdom.
Yes, he hit it with that mighty snowball. Mighty, indeed.
Oh, he cheats a little bit now. He puts a rock in all the snowballs.
For the spiky barbs.
All right. How's everybody for hit points and such?
Oh, another door. Shall we open it?
Yes, let me see about healing myself here before we go too much farther. I'm gonna try and cast a cure moderate wounds on myself, like the actual spell, not a hex.
Okay.
So 70.
Ooh. Okay, your spell is maximized.
Oh, really? Okay, so that would be 21 points back. Cool. So far, the magic's been pretty good in my favor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, here we are. Another door.
Another day, another door.
Hey, you, fighter. Lucien
Check
steps
for
forward.
some more trapeze
Okay.
on it. 17 for traps.
It is not trapped.
So I open the door.
You attempt to open the door, but it's locked. And as you
I see
reach
a
out
lock.
for it, an undead hand reaches through and says, "Susie?" And starts
Reflex?
laughing. Starts laughing. Tries to touch you.
Do I get a reflex save?
No, it's a 2-hit. It missed you.
Okay.
And then it withdraws through the door and runs away.
More attic whispers. It's not funny when they'll take your voice and you won't be able to cast spells.
Maybe resident strong people can just smash the door open.
You should be able to work the lock, Lucien, no?
Unless his hand comes right through while I'm trying to work the lock.
Oh, let a dwarf do it.
You want me to make you invisible?
I can turn invisible. That's not the problem. Let's see. Hold on.
Miah does it. He steps forward and uses the lock. There you go, no problem. Never send an elf to do a dwarf job.
Exactly.
I couldn't agree more.
Shall we?
Absolutely. After you.
Go through?
Alright, let me get you guys on the next map. And double check everything again. Okay, move you guys over.
Drink it. Final countdown.
This room looks like the inside of a small theater with several dilapidated banners hanging from the ceiling only 15 feet above. Roots and shrubs again outline the room. Unlike the other rooms, however, this room's structure still seems to be intact. Across the room, you see another door. It is closed. On the right side of the room is a rusty ladder that leads up to a large circular doorway into a catwalk that leads to a lot on the left side of the room. And you hear the sounds of children laughing coming from above. A half dozen of the floating lights circle the upper part of the room, weaving between the banners. Underneath the loft, prop walls disguise what rests on the left side of the room.
Pop it in front of it. Does it have mold?
In case you have problems visualizing, I will briefly show you the catwalk above, right there.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay. I thought it was up here. Thought that was it.
And the loft is right there.
Gotcha.
Like electricity careening right here.
That was an accident. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I like electricity.
Are we ending it here?
It is 11 o'clock. Yeah, we can set off.
Not a bad idea.
It's a good point to pick up for next time.
As we still have the levitate spell for another. You don't lose it. You don't need to concentrate on it, do you? I can check that out. If I still have it up, I'd like to levitate up to the ceiling, though.
Okay.
We'll leave it at.
Yeah, just make a note as to what you guys were doing and stuff.
I'll make sure that I don't have to maintain concentration on it.
I'm gonna go shove my dogs outside to go to the bathroom before I go.
No, it's just got a regular duration. Okay, cool.
Good night.
Okay.
Night,
No
everybody.
problem.
Night, Randy.
All right.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
for
playing, guys.
Thanks for the game, Jamie.
Thanks for the game.
I'll make the character sheet up for Thoryorn.
Okay. Do you
For our
want me to
next
give him
game.
a sheet in Roll20?
Yes, if you could, that would be great.
Okay.
Alright, guys. See you next time.
Night, Phil.
All right. Night, guys.
Good game.
Thanks.
Night,
See you in 2
everybody.
weeks.
Thanks for the game, Jamie.
You're welcome. Thanks. Right. What is his name? Thorjorn. Dee-dee-dee-dee. Where'd you go? Where's the fucking Dark Woods map? What the hell? You fucking deleted? What happened? Huh. All right. Mr. Butt, you are impossible.